If you've got a bike you actually like and just want more power out of it, you don't need to buy a whole new e-bike. You need the right conversion kit, and which one is right for you comes down to how much power you want, how much installation you're willing to do, and how much you want to spend. Let's start with the LIVALL PikaBoost 2, and this one is built for people who don't want to touch their bike's internals at all. It's a friction drive unit that clamps onto your seat post and rests a small motorized roller against your rear tire. No tools. Installation takes under a minute, and you can pop it off and move it to a different bike whenever you want. According to the manufacturer's specs, it runs on a 250-watt motor that peaks at 500 watts, paired with a 158 watt-hour battery, good for up to 70 kilometers of range in assist mode, and the whole unit weighs around 3 kilograms. You get 3 riding modes: Eco, Cruise, and Power Assist, controlled either from a handlebar remote or a phone app over Bluetooth, plus slip detection that backs off power if the tire loses grip, an automatic e-brake that cuts the motor if the bike tips past 30 degrees, and an SOS alert. The battery also does bidirectional fast charging, so in a pinch, it doubles as a power bank for your phone or laptop. It fits tire diameters roughly between 16 and 29 inches, so compatibility with most standard bikes isn't a concern. This is the kit for someone who commutes on a bike they already own and just wants help on hills and headwinds without committing to a permanent modification. And it's especially useful if you split time between more than one bike, since one unit covers all of them. LIVALL lists this one between $349, and that's the number worth checking against the listing at the time you're watching this, since pricing on these things shifts. Now, if you're fine with getting your hands dirty and want raw power for less money, there's the Ktaxon 48-volt 1000-watt e-bike conversion kit. Unlike the PikaBoost, this one replaces your entire front wheel. It's a 24-inch wheel built around a 1000-watt brushless, gearless hub motor, and it's designed specifically for bikes with a 24-inch wheel and roughly a 100mm front dropout. Per the official listing, it comes with an LCD display that tracks speed, battery level, mileage, and error codes, a pedal assist sensor, 4 riding modes, throttle, presets, PAS, and manual, 5 speed levels, and a power cutoff brake handle for safety. One thing worth flagging clearly: the battery is not included, so you'll need to source a compatible 48-volt pack separately, and that's a detail that matters for your total cost, not a flaw in the kit itself. This is the pick for the DIY rider who's comfortable swapping a wheel and wiring up their own battery, and who wants serious wattage without paying for the pricier, fully integrated kits. If you've got an older 24-inch bike sitting around and you want to turn it into something genuinely quick, this is where you start. It's listed at $179. And again, that reflects the price at the time this video was put together. Before we get to the next two, if you're finding this kind of side-by-side breakdown useful, take a second to subscribe to GadTech and turn on notifications. We put these comparisons out regularly, and it helps to have you along. Next up is the BAFANG G02048V500W front-wheel e-bike conversion kit, and this is where you get a recognizable motor brand instead of a generic hub. BAFANG builds motors that show up in a lot of factory e-bikes, and this kit puts one of their brushless, geared hub motors into your front wheel. It's available for wheel sizes from 20 inches up through 700C, so fit isn't limited to one bike type. Based on the manufacturer's information, it delivers 65 Newton-meters of torque, a top speed around 25 miles per hour, an IPX5 water resistance rating, and quiet operation under 55 decibels. You get 4 riding modes: throttle, pedal assist, walk assist, and a no-motor option for regular cycling. And it works with either disc or V-brakes, though it does need a 100mm front dropout to bolt on properly. This sits in the middle of the lineup. Less DIY complexity than a bottom bracket swap, more brand reliability than the budget hub kit, and it's a solid match for someone commuting daily or touring who wants a name they can trust behind the motor without stepping up to mid-drive pricing. BAFANG has this one priced at $169, which is worth double-checking against current listings, since these prices do move around. Last on the list is the BAFANG BBS02B mid-drive electric bike conversion kit, and this one works differently from the other 3. Instead of powering a wheel directly, a mid-drive motor replaces your bike's bottom bracket and crankset, so the power runs through your existing gears rather than around them. That matters because it means the motor can use your bike's own gearing to climb hills more efficiently, and because the weight sits low and centered on the frame instead of out at one wheel. According to the specs, it's rated at 750 watts with up to 120 Newton-meters of torque, fits standard 68 to 73mm bottom brackets, comes with an LCD display, and offers 3 riding modes: throttle, pedal assisted, and push assist. This is the one for riders who actually push their bike hard: steep climbs, longer distances, heavier loads, or just wanting the most capable and best balanced ride of the group. It does mean a more involved installation than a wheel swap, so it's best suited to someone who's either mechanically confident or willing to have a shop handle it. It comes in at $379. And as with the rest of these, that's the figure at the time of recording, so give the listing a quick check before you buy. That covers all four. Full specs and current pricing for each one are linked down in the description, so take a look and match the kit to how you actually ride. If you haven't already, subscribe to GAD Tech for more of these breakdowns. Thanks for watching!